Republicans need Latino voters. Back when George Bush was running in 2004, he got 44% of the Latino vote in this country. Not bad, not bad. Now, when Barack Obama was running, he got 71% of the Latino vote. So a significant shift in the favor of the Democratic Party, and that made Mitt Romney's victory nearly impossible. It's just too much to overcome. At this point, even though Latinos are about 17% of the population, they're 10% of the voters. But that 10% voting bloc has grown substantially, and hence is something to be reckoned with. And a demographic shift there spells big, big trouble for the Republican Party. Now, the Koch brothers, which of course support the Republican Party to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars per election cycle, so overall billions of dollars, are very well aware of this. So what are they going to do? Are they going to actually reach out to Latino voters with policies that they might like? Of course not. So instead, they have to trick them. So they've got this great initiative. It's about freedom. So it's called the Libre Initiative. Get it? Libre, freedom. Okay. All right, great. So what do they do here? Well, we got a great article from the Associated Press that explains. Enter the Libre Initiative to solve this problem. An organization that has collected millions from the Kochs political network. Libre pushes a message of limited government and economic freedom between lessons on how to build family-run businesses and prayer breakfasts with Hispanic pastors. So do we have immigration proposals that you'll like? No, but we do have prayer breakfasts. Oh, well, okay, thanks God. We really appreciate it, Koch brothers. And you know how you can run your family-run business. Now, the Kochs do know how to run a business. We've shown in the past some of their questionable business tactics as to how they got that money. So, for example, buy off government officials to make sure they allow you to keep polluting. You see, that's a helpful hint for you guys. Come on, you don't say they're not trying to help Latinos. So they continue. We've gone to areas that conservative organizations don't typically go, said Libre's Texas director, Rafael Behar, who helped distribute candy-packed Easter baskets at a San Antonio elementary school. Tucked in with the sweets, a pamphlet in English and Spanish, noting that the national debt is approaching $17 trillion. Did you catch the part of the sentence where they put the note inside packages going to elementary schools? Oh, this is delicious candy. Let me see what else the Koch brothers have in store for me. Oh no, a $17 trillion debt. I gotta tell mommy and daddy about this. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Hey, it's working on some people. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. So when it comes to health care, they don't want you to have health care. When it comes to immigration proposals, at best case scenario, if they support the Senate version of the bill, that would mean basically 14 years as an indentured servitude at about minimum wage for companies like the Koch brothers companies. So what a wonderful coincidence, okay? But in terms of candy, they got candy for you, but it's not just candy. On a recent sweltering Thursday, Pastor Marcus Burgos wore a blue t-shirt stenciled with #BeLibre as he helped distribute food in a rough corner of northwest San Antonio. Needy families picked up cartloads of tortillas, watermelons, and frozen pizzas, along with bilingual Libre pamphlets. They might have got one of the stereotypes confused there. Okay, but they're giving people food. But look, it's the oldest trick in the book, right? They used to do this in the old days. Right before you went to go vote, people would give you food to vote in a certain direction. Sometimes, of course, they just gave you money that you could use for food to vote in a certain direction. So this is as old school as it gets. And it's working on some. Elda Guevara is a lovely lady. She's 45 years old. She's a mother of 3. She's a loyal Democrat, but having gotten some of this outreach, she says, if they support immigration changes so that more people can get their papers in order, then I'm with them. You see, it's working. No. They're not trying to help you get your papers in order. That is not the intention here, okay? And the whole intention of this, of course, is PR to trick people into thinking, oh, they're helping with immigration, right? I mean, they gave me lovely candy and tortillas. They seem like very helpful. And he got a pastor that says "Be Libre" on his shirt. It must be the good guys. Now, a 23-year-old working for Republicans in Texas, Crystal Rodriguez says, people, they tell me that I see Republicans as rich old men handling everything, but then they meet me and they learn that's not true. Now, what Crystal didn't tell you is the people paying her, Like we told you, the Libre Initiative is run by these two guys, which would appear to be rich old men handling everything. And of course, in Texas, she might directly work for Rick Perry, if she's part of the GOP operation there. And of course, another Texas Republican is Karl Rove, which again appear to be rich old men handling everything. But that's okay. They put a nice face to it. Look at this. Here's a pastor. He's a 23-year-old lovely girl telling you about how they're going to help immigrants. That's what they're here for, to be helpful. Now, what they don't tell you is all the money they're spending on the proposals I talked about, and one in particular. You know, because of what they call Obamacare, a lot of people can now get funding to get insurance. But the Koch brothers don't like that. They don't want you to get insurance. They want to lead you in a different direction. So, Associated Press explains, in Arizona, Democratic Representative Ann Kirkpatrick is being criticized for voting in favor of the health care law, and Libre has similarly blasted Representative Joe Garcia of Florida with Spanish-language television ads. So, as they whisper sweet nothings into your ear about how much they're reaching out to you, they reach out with the back of their hand when it comes to policy and smack you across the face and say, I don't want you to get health care. I don't want you to have a decent immigration reform. And if you're a worker here, I certainly don't want you to have minimum wage. I don't want you to have labor rights. I don't want you to be able to negotiate against large employers like Koch Industries. This is their idea of Latino outreach. They're trying to find a way to buy their way into that community as they have into another community, Washington. That mission was very successful for them. Let's see how they do here. Of course, knowing their real intent, I wish them nothing but misery and failure.